Hi beautiful, look what just arrived, my Danessa Myricks Beauty Pastel Dream Freedom palette. I am elated about this palette release. This is probably top 5 palette releases this year so far. It's a 6-pan palette. I cannot wait to show you it. I cannot wait to swatch it and play with it. We're going to do 2 eyeshadow looks with it today. So let's get started. This palette is currently sold out at Sephora. I will leave you the link down below and just click on notify me once it becomes available. And that way you'll get a text or an email when the palette becomes available if you're interested in purchasing it. That's how I actually got my hands on mine. I saw it on the Sephora website a few days before it launched and I wanted to purchase it as soon as it became available, so I had my notifications on for the palette and I'm so glad I did because I don't usually do that, and this one sold out in hours. I'm so sorry to interrupt, and we are going right back to the new Danessa Myricks palette, but I have been informed of something that I need to share with you because I know a lot of my subscribers would appreciate this information. Refer Brushes just started their last ever store-wide sale event. I know a lot of you, like me, love Refer Brushes. Refer Brushes have the most amazing quality. Most of them, and I'll mention the exceptions, are handcrafted natural hair brushes made in Japan, and Refer makes them accessible. These brushes are usually super freaking expensive and Refer makes them accessible. And not only that, but we are used to them doing these store-wide discounts, and like I said, this is the last time they are doing the event. Moving forward, their marketing is changing. The first link you'll see down below in the description box, and I'll also pin it in a comment, is the link to the last ever Refer store-wide event. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Some of mine are dirty because I just used them, but let me tell you which ones are my top must-have favorite Refer brushes in case you don't have them yet. This right here is the perfect big fluffy round blending brush for your crease, and this is the Refer number 15 for a bit more of a tighter blend, something a little less diffuse, something smaller. You need the Refer 01 brush. This one is incredible. It's just pinched on one side so you can get a bit more precise with it. Now my favorite for precision blending, and you can also use it for underneath your eyes, is this one here. This is the Refer number 14. It is a round barrel. It's long, it's super soft and fluffy, all of them are. And this one, if you want to just intensify the outer corner of the eye and like tightly blend it into the crease, or when you're doing a halo eye and you just want to add a bit of color to the inner corner, this brush is perfection. Now my favorite flat brush is not 02. A lot of people's favorites is 02, but 02 is a bit too big, too wide for me. My favorite flat brush is the Refer number 28. This one gives you so much precision and it packs your colors on the inner corner of the eye or the inner third of the eyelid so nicely. Refer number 28, do not sleep on it. It is incredible. And then lastly, my favorite blending brush for right underneath my eye is the Refer number 13. It is a shorter version of the number 14, a bit less fluffy, a bit more tight and dense, and it just goes so perfectly down here. For complexion, I have one big favorite multitasking brush, and it is the Refer 05. I would suggest to get multiple of the Refer 05 because in my opinion, it is the best for all over powder, it is the best for blush, it is the best for bronzer. It's one of my most reached for complexion brushes ever, and I use it for everything. It gives you the perfect blend and it is the perfect size for so many different tasks around your face. The 05, you need multiple of them. It's fantastic. Now I did say I would mention the ones that are not handcrafted in Japan, and those are the LC brushes. LC stands for liquid and cream, so these are going to do exactly that, blend out liquid and cream products on your face, and I honestly really love all 3 of them. This big one here is absolute perfection for any type of foundation product. I sometimes even use it to blend out my bronzer or contour. It is fantastic. It doesn't leave one little streak. It gives you the smoothest application. It has the best shape. It's incredible. This one here is a bit of a smaller one, LC02, and this one's perfect for blush or bronzer, a bit more detail work around the face, and then the best one for like the inner corner of the eye and like concealing right underneath is this one right here, the smaller one. Anyways, I've been telling you guys about Refer brushes and their fantastic discounts for years now, and I cannot believe this is the end of an era. This is the last time they're doing a store-wide sale, so I would suggest to definitely take advantage because we don't know how things are going to change moving forward. What they did say, and I wanted to share with you, was that their prices are always going to be on the affordable side. But if you want to shop the last ever store-wide refer discount, this is your chance. So please check the link in the description box down below. And let's go back to that Danessa Myricks video. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you. This is what the box looks like. If my camera wants to focus, there we go. Freedom Pastel Dream Palette. It is a magnetic, stackable, customizable palette, which we'll talk about. It has 6 shades, 1.2 grams each. This palette has a 12-month shelf life, and it is made in China. When you open this box, you get 2 things inside. You get Danessa's faux leather pouch that you can use to put your palette in and easily travel with it. The holiday palette, which we'll briefly talk about later in the video, also came with one of these pouches, and I actually really like it. And then inside the little white box comes the actual palette. I haven't opened it yet. I have it inside the little thing. Here you go, here you go. Take a look right here. This is what it looks like. And then we can open it. And here is the beautiful color story. It has 3 mattes, 3 shimmers, a mint, lavender, and natural color story. And this palette plays amazingly well with the holiday palette because the packaging is designed to be extremely versatile, and you can switch the magnetic shades in or out of this one very easily. In fact, should I demo it? Just like that. See how I can very easily snap these shades out with the tip of my nail? Same thing with the mattes, right? So just like so. The top of it, this right here, has a mirror right there on the other side, which has magnets to click really nicely on top of the plastic component. And then the holiday palette, which, if you guys don't remember, this is what it looked like. This is the same exact magnetic mirror right here at the top. And then once you open this one, you had 3 different ones of this plastic component you get in this palette. So you can very easily stack your new palette over your other plastic stackable palette. So right now, this is my little Danessa Myricks stackable collection right here. I have the 3 holiday palettes, which, by the way, were all shimmers. And then the newest one, which we're about to play with right now. And I'm very happy that she gave us some mattes. I must say, elated about the mattes in this palette. The packaging is absolutely genius. Back when the holiday palette came out, my first and main request was that I hoped Danessa continued making her packaging like this because it's truly perfect and innovative. Perfect for everyday makeup users like us. And also perfect for makeup artists. This is definitely made with makeup artists in mind, and it's a fantastic, fantastic way to package eyeshadow palettes, in my personal humble opinion. This little 6-pan palette, by the way, retails for $48, which honestly is on the pricey side, especially for a 6-pan palette. However, I honestly was very excited about this one. Apparently, we all wear, since it's sold out so quickly. We know Danessa Myricks has luxurious eyeshadows. The packaging is absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. And so that made me justify the price point in my mind. This is luxury beauty I am willing to pay for, unlike, for example, the Chanel Quads or the Dior Quins. Not super into those because the quality of those shadows and the color stories don't really speak to me as much as something like this does. Anyways, let's go ahead and swatch these. I'm going to do Shimmer Matte, Shimmer Matte. This shade is called Gilded Dream. This one is called Moon Dust. Pixie Quartz right here, and Pink Mirage right there. As you can see, the mattes. I don't think I've ever tried Danessa Myricks mattes in the past. All of my holiday palettes I owned from her are exclusively shimmers. And so this is the first time I'm trying Danessa Myricks mattes, and so far they are swatching beautifully. Very soft, very pigmented, not too powdery. And then we have Galaxy Crush and the shade Aqua Dream right here. Even this pastel green is swatching amazingly. So take a look right there. Those are the 6 swatches for this eyeshadow palette. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start playing. I got the natural brownish matte color on a Refer number 15 brush, and I am swiping it back and forth on the crease of my eye. I haven't dipped my brush back in. That is the initial pickup fully blended, and it blended instantly. I did just get a bit more. Once again, stamping it on the outer third first, and then I'm going to work it through my crease. The color is perfection, by the way. I absolutely love the neutral undertone of it and how nicely it's blending across my eyelids. Check it out right there, fully blended. And with my finger, I'm going to grab the corresponding shimmer shade and just dab it on my eyelid. And you can simply do these 2 steps, and that right there is a beautiful eyeshadow look. There's not much more that you need to do. Maybe put a little bit of the matte brown underneath the eyes and call it a day. I'm going to grab a bit more of that brown and do exactly that. Just add it right underneath my lower lash line, and check out how beautiful that looks on its own. For my inner corner, I'm going to grab this multi-chrome shade right here, the minty one, and I want to dab it on the inner third of the eyelid and the inner corner of my eye. And check it out right there. That is an eyeshadow look. The formulas in this little palette are so good that took me like a minute to create that eyeshadow look. It was very fast because everything blended and adhered to my eyes so easily. I'm curious about the mint matte color, so we're going to swipe it across the eyelid, across the crease over here on the other eye, adding a bit to the outer third of my eyelid and blending it as I usually would, immediately blending out in an instant as well. With that same brush, I'm just going to swipe some right under my eye. I'm going to intensify it with the lilac shade, and I'm going to add the lilac shade right to the outer third of my eyelid back here and blend it into the mint. I'm a little scared of this combo. I could have definitely gone for an easier one, combining the natural shade to one of these, but here we are. No going back now. I'm adding this very shifty shade right in the center of this eyelid, just like so, with my finger just tapping it in place. And with a flat brush, I'm grabbing the shimmer pink color, and I'm going to add it right here on the inner third of the eyelid and the inner corner of my eye. And I'm taking it across just like so. I'm intensifying the colors underneath my eye bits. Once again, because I combined the 2 hardest possible colors I could combine, but check it out right here. I feel like once I cover the other eye that is distracting, it's not that bad. If I go like this, I feel like a clown. But when I cover it, it's like a little less clownish. And you don't have to do all of this. I just wanted to use as many shades as I possibly could, aka every single shade of the palette, to create these eyeshadow looks. And so mission accomplished. But I feel like the way she created the palette is very fun, because you can just go and do little duos like I did over here on this side, just using those 2 shades. You can do the same thing with the pinks, you can do the same thing with the mints, and not combine it with anything else and create 3 distinctly different beautiful eyeshadow looks. Like I said, the quality of the eyeshadows in here is incredible. The mattes are not powdery. I got extremely little fallout, and the fallout I got, I immediately just brushed off so easily. And overall, I'm pretty impressed. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed at this little eyeshadow palette wonder. For the sake of this video not being super short, I'm going to create a couple more looks. I'm going to wipe this off and come back to show you one look with just the pinks and one look with just the minty shades. Because these looks were so easy to create, I still have time. My daughter's still napping, okay? I'm back, so let's do this. I have the Refer number 15 brush that I use for the mint shade, and I'm going to use that one over here on this eye, just kind of run it across and underneath. And I'm going to add a bit more to the outer third of my eyelid here. Just like that, it is blended, and I'm going to take my finger and the multi-chrome shade and add it all throughout my eyelid. This is so easy. It is simply so easy. Take a look right there. You can use a brush if you want. I'm just using my finger today, but I do always like to finish up with a brush for a little more precision. So here's a brush and I'm grabbing a bit more of that shade and just finalizing the inner corner and defining the eyelid a bit with it. I'm going to go back with a bit more of the matte color. Just add it on the outer third with a small blending brush for a bit more vibrancy. And that's it. Here's my little eyeshadow duo look that I did on this eye. And so I'm going to do the exact same thing over here, but with the pink shade instead. Reference number 15 and this color. And we are just blending it across the crease, back and forth, blending it into the outer third a bit, making sure that upper edge is fully diffused. Check it out. I'm also going to go right under with the big fluffy brush, same shade, a bit more on the outer third, just tap, tap, tapping. Easiest look ever. Once again, taking my finger right on that shimmer pink color and just tapping it all throughout the eyelid, just like so. Grabbing my brush to finish it up once again and just adding a bit more on the inner third, defining a bit more on the outer corner. And just like that, the look is completed. 4 different looks. I gave you 4 instead of 2. Check it out right there. You can of course make these looks a bit more exciting by like doing a wing, putting some falsies on, etc. But I wanted to show you like just quick and easy eyeshadow looks that you can create with this little 6-pan palette that are beautiful, that are glamorous, and that are fun, because these are definitely very fun. I just finished up my looks by adding some very natural looking lashes, and I also added mint and lavender eyeliners to my waterline, both of these from Glossier. And so these right here are my final looks. Needless to say, I absolutely approve of this little 6-pan palette. I'm in love, I'm obsessed, I'm very excited about it. And so if you like it and you think it's worth the investment, I absolutely do recommend you get your hands on it. It is a 10 out of 10 product for me, and I truly hope Danessa continues to give us eyeshadows that come in this type of packaging so that we can create our little stacks, switch them back and forth. I think it's genius. Like if I were going on vacation right now, I could either take just this one or I could take a couple of mine. If I had more matte shades, I could customize 12 eyeshadows in 2 of these little acrylics to take with me. I'm obsessed with the packaging, obsessed with the formulation and the quality of these shadows, and so once again I do highly recommend them. If you guys like today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.